I think in terms of personal growth, I would say because uh, I did not have like great experiences of working in a team. So, and because we have a lot of assignments to do in a team, a lot of work to do in a team, I feel like UFP sort of allowed me to sit and, think about what you could possibly contribute in a group. And that sort of made me reflect on the kind of skills I have, not only skills that, are professional in nature, but also skills that are interpersonal and or someone would call it as soft skills. So I feel like working in groups helped me with that, and I would say that is a personal growth for me because it made me realize if I am compatible in a setting like that. And in terms of professional growth, I would say it has made me reflect on a lot of things that I need to work on, especially in terms of skill building. It has made me reflect on the kind of, so because I also come from a social science background, and we are literally left unemployed even after the undergrad degree. I felt like the kind of approach there is to even any kind of research here, it also makes you think of what is the market out there for what you're interested in. And I feel like that sort of a consideration is necessary for me at least. And UFP did allow me to think about that. Yeah, and apart from that, I think I got to work with like really diverse set of people, and I understood the kind of skill sets and the kind of knowledge that they come with, and I realized how much necessary and it is to sort of experience that, if not have that. So yeah. So I would count on my practical experience for it, and also my project experience, because that's we worked extensively that in groups for both of these things. I think practica was important for me because it made me, sort of understand what are the thinking styles. I mean, the way in which people think, and also in the way whatever work you've done can be communicated. So, because I again come from social sciences, the only way I could think of, the only method I could possibly think of doing research or communicating my research with was again writing. But coming here, it sort of made me think of how you can sort of think differently than just writing, and use maps and use timelines to talk about what you've studied. I mean, the way we imagined communicating a research, and not necessarily communicate, not a research, but our work, not necessarily through writing, but we thought of other creative ways, such as a lot of ways of communicating through media. So we did a couple of time lapses, and we shot a lot of photos and all of that. And I feel we had an idea that we want to do a flip book. So I think all of these things sort of, I mean, at least now when I move ahead from here, I know what all ways I can use to like sort of communicate what I've done. And it feels nice to know that writing is not the only option. So yeah, and I sort of also got to work on those things. So that really helped. Especially in Gautam's and Sudeshna's class, I feel like uh, there is a lot of reciprocation that's there to your understanding of things. So it's very much acknowledged and it's validated, and it sort of encourages you to think more. And I feel like that somehow went missing in the kind of classroom environment I had at my university. Not saying completely missing, but I felt like a lot of my thinking was validated here, and that really helped. Yeah. So yeah, I think it was very new for me because my graduation years were mostly during COVID, so I didn't get the experience of going much to a physical university. It was just like 8 months of time that I had. And I feel like coming to UFP, like coming to BCC every day, sort of give me a very new way, or a new routine. And again, interacting with everyone here. So initially I thought, oh, it's too much of time that I've been spending with people. But because also COVID, not used to that. And but after coming to UFP, I sort of understand why this time, spending so much time with your co-fellows, is very important for the program as well. And yeah, and I like how some days are monotonous, but some days are really filled with so much of learning. And I feel like, especially during the commons, because we were literally having classes every day, I felt like I was charged for every new day to, like, to thinking about, oh, what will I learn in class. And that felt really satisfactory. Learning new things, in fact, felt satisfactory, and new conversations as well. So yeah. I like the environment. It's very relaxed, and everyone is very helpful and responsive to whatever your needs are, or whatever expectations are also not, coerced. They're just put gently, which which really helps. I also kind of liked how the structure of it is. I mean, I'm not saying the structure is perfect, in the sense that I liked how it started with commons and sort of went into the specific of electives. But I do feel like some time was necessary to reflect and sit and think about what did we learn in commons. So yeah, even interactions with the faculty were like pretty nice, though. Like, I think more officers would have been appreciated. So a mix of everything, actually. But most I think most importantly is that I found a really good bunch of people here. And I not only, like, have professional relationships with them now, but also like really warm personal relationships. So that sort of stays, and the overall experience is really warming. So right now, I think I'm about to do an internship, which is a little bit of housing related. This is my first step into exploring the sector. So I'm not sure of what I see myself doing ahead, but I think what I would like to explore is the kind of methods that people use in their practice, and also engaging with new and different sort of practices from before that I am comfortable with.